Yo, what's up, guys? We got a live stream. We got Trent in the chat. What's up, Trent? Anyways, let's find some plays for today. So, where should we start out? Maybe we'll start out on Dabble. What's up, guys? What's up, guys? Let's see if we can get some good plays. So, we got games starting in an hour. So we can take a look at the odds. What are the next games we have coming up? We have the Grizzlies, Celtics, we have Pacers, Hornets, and then we have Clippers, Heat. And all this stuff starting at 3, so hopefully we can find some plays. So why don't we start out with college basketball? Damn, so we got a college basketball play, so let's take a look at this. This can be the first play we lock in on the live stream. +6 at +105 odds. Let's see if this is still available. So it is, and we can lock it in. So it doesn't really make sense. If you look at Fliff, wow, they just moved that down to +100. But this play seems really solid. I mean, hopefully you were able to get it in. That shit moved real fast. But let's go ahead. Let's just kind of load it up. Let's find some plays. So what do we have? We had 5 plays from the earlier live stream. We had Poole over 3.5 assists. Did he get there? Yay, he got there. 4 assists. So our first play of the day is a win after a rough day yesterday. So let's take a look at this. There we go. We got our first play as a win. And what we can do is load this up. So we have UAB. And I'll share the live stream tracking sheet, but this can be our first play. Fliff has a max bet size of 250, so I hit it for 250. But anyways, you can see this play looks really solid. I mean, all the other sports books, Pinnacle, a pretty sharp book, Circa, Bookmaker, Bovada, like all these other books have UAB +6 as the favored outcome, -120, -115, -111. They have UAB. They have the UAB side of the line juiced favored, and we're getting plus money, +105. So that seems good. But anyways, let's see what else we can find. So we have our first play, UAB +6 at +105 odds. And then we're going to go over to Dabble. So Dabble is a fantasy book. And what we can do is, let me share this spreadsheet, which is just all the live stream plays. I'll be tracking kind of the profit and loss. What's up, guys? And we need one more assist from Cade. But anyways, let's take a look here. What did we have on Dabble? We had a bunch of plays on Dabble. So what we can do is we can just kind of take a look. What do we have? What do we have? Oh, shit. So we still need one more assist from Cade. Duran's not going to hit. So we have a good start on Jordan Poole because that was in a bunch of different slips. But hopefully we can get one more assist from Cade. But anyways, let's go ahead. Let's see what else is available. Let's take a look at Dabble. And let's see what we got. So I'm already on, I mean, this play's not from the live stream, but I'm already on over 8.5 rebounds. But we could double down because it actually looks like we can get this play on Dabble, and they have his line at 8. So this play seems rock solid, but let's take a look. So if we look at PrizePicks, they have a promo for the NFL. They have a 6 flex boost. But you can see Ayton's line on PrizePicks is 8.5, okay? If you take a look at Dabble, they have his line at 8. All the other fantasy sites, Boom Fantasy, Underdog, all these other fixed payout fantasy sites, they have his line at 8.5. All the sports books, not only do they have his line at 8.5, but they have the over favored, they have the over juiced. BetMGM, they have the over favored, over juiced. Same thing with FanDuel, so I'm going to lock this in. I'm probably going to include it in a few different slips because I'm limited and this play is really good. So what we want to do is we want to go to the Nuggets game. Obviously, there's blowout potential. The Trailblazers suck. And I think, they're very big underdogs if we look at the Blazers game. But anyways, let's go to the Nuggets and let's take a look. So, yeah, I mean, definitely blowout potential. But regardless, again, like, I mean, it's really clear value. His line's at 8. All the other books have his line at 8.5. So that's going to be the first play we're going to go with. And again, it may not seem like a huge difference. Who really cares if you're getting 8, 8.5? Why the fuck does it matter? But it makes a really big difference long term. I mean, this is how you get an edge. This is how you beat the books long term. Like, you can see 8 and 8+ rebounds is minus 195, right? And his 10+ rebounds is plus 125. So there's a big jump in the odds. But what we can do is we can look at the second play that's available, and we need some things to pair with it. And what do we have in this game? So hopefully Cade gets his final assist. Is he in the, game's not a blowout. We need one more assist from Cade. Please, bro. 6 assists. Get one more fucking assist. But anyways, let's calm down for a second and let's find some things to pair on Dabble. So we have 8 and over 8 rebounds. That plays rock solid. Bro, a 0.5 point margin don't mean shit. That's the dumbest thing I ever heard. So, I mean, you can see that that's the dumbest thing in the world by just looking at these alternate lines, right? If you look at like a player's alternate rebounds line, you can see like Russell Westbrook over 3.5 is minus 182. Over 4.5 is plus 110. That's a 92-cent jump in the odds. His line is centered around 3.5, 4. So like he's not going to have 100 rebounds. He's not going to have 20 rebounds, and he probably won't have 0. So 3.5 to 4.5 is a huge jump in the odds. So, whoever said that, you're extremely uninformed. Yo, what's up, Trent? Trent, what do you like for tonight, bro? But anyways, let's find some plays to pair with while we wait on Trent's plays and then avoid them. But let's go ahead and let's look at the next play. And please tell me they don't bump it. So the second play we have is Ish Smith under 12 rebounds plus assists. So let's take a look at this. Rebounds plus assists. Let's go. So we have Ish Smith. I mean, FanDuel already has his line down at 10.5. Underdog has his line at 11.5. Most of these books have his line at 11.5 with the under favored, or they have him all the way down at 10.5. So this play looks rock solid. This is one of the 3 p.m. games, so let's just go here, and please tell me they haven't already bumped the previous play. So they didn't bump Ayton yet, it doesn't look like, so let's go back here. So this play seems rock solid, but what I really want to do is, did they already bump this line on Ayton? Because I'm trying to move quickly. So, whoops, we want to look at rebounds. I'm just trying to see if they already bumped it. So this plays on Dabble. And no, they didn't bump it. 8, rest of the books have them at 8.5. So this play looks rock solid. So we now have 2 good picks. We want to find a 3 pick. They give you a 6x payout for 3 pick entries. PrizePicks only gives you a 5x payout for 3 pick entries. And it really does matter long term. I'll kind of put this spreadsheet in the chat that kind of breaks down, 3 pick entries versus 2 pick entries and why 3 pick entries are better. And again, it really matters long term. But anyways, what we can do is just share that here. But let's find our final pick. So we have Ish Smith under 12 rebounds plus assists. We have Ayton over 8 rebounds. And now we just need a final play that we can go with. So we have 2 picks. But what we want to do is we need to find a 3rd pick. So there's a lot of plays on Ish Smith. So what do we like? I mean, there's a lot of different options. There's a lot of value on Dabble. If you look at PrizePicks, the board is pretty dry. At least it was when I started this live stream. But PrizePicks does have a promo for the NFL playoffs. But anyways, let's skip over that for now and let's lock in a few Dabble slips. And hopefully, maybe if we're lucky, Cade Cunningham will get an assist. Bro, pass the fucking ball. 2 minutes, 26 seconds left. But, anyways, let's take a look here. Also, should load up Underdog Fantasy. I'm not sure why I'm logged out. But anyways, let's find a Dabble pick. So we have 8 and over 8 rebounds. We have Ish Smith under 12 rebounds plus assists. Both these plays look rock solid. Ish Smith under 8.5 assists. We already have a play on him, which which seems better on his rebounds plus assist line. That line looks even better. So what we need to do is just find some plays to pair. So let's take a look at this play. I mean, this looks rock solid as well. So let's go to the Thunder game. Right? Over 7 rebounds. PrizePicks has his line at 7.5. Underdog has his line at 7.5. All the books have his line at 7.5 with the over favored. About as clear as it gets. So this will be the 3-pick entry that we want to lock in. So I'm not sure why it doesn't verify my location, but what I'll do is I'll just verify it again, and then you can see they take the bet. So we got our play on Dabble, and we have man, we really need Cade to get one more assist. Come on. Jordan Poole. So we got a lot of plays if we're lucky. Okay, so this is perfect. So we have Ayton over 8 rebounds. We have Ish Smith under 12 rebounds plus assists. And this will be our play. So this is a nice little 3-pick entry on Dabble. 3 plays, all with an edge. They give me a max of $45, which sucks. But again, what's nice about Dabble is you can just include the same play. You can make a couple different variations of the same slip. So let's just go to here, and let's just do this. Number 2 of the day. So we have our second live stream. But anyways, let's go ahead here. And let's see what else we got. So again, like, I'm limited on Dabble. Otherwise, I'd in general just take the best 3 picks and include them in the same slip. So what we can do is we can pull up Fliff as well. But what was I going to say is what you can do is just kind of, let's see if we can find anything else on Dabble. Pull at 5 assists. Come on, Cade. Yeah, we really need... What's up, guys? We know how Alex woke up today. Jimmy Butler over 4.5 rebounds. FanDuel, BetMGM, DraftKings. Anyways, let's see what we got. So I'm going to put in FanDuel. I'll put in Caesars. So there's always some pretty good value on FanDuel. But what we want to do is maybe, you know, we have 3 really good Dabble picks. That's kind of the hot book. So what you can do is just do this, and we can replace it with Ish Smith under 8.5 assists. I mean, this play seems crazy good. If we go to PrizePicks, where do they have his line? Right? The goal is just they don't even have a lineup for him. But anyways, it looks like there's some lineup news. I'm not sure why they have why all their lines are. It looks like they don't have a ton of lines up for the Hornets game. But anyways, that's just a slightly different variation. But hey, if Dabble's the book with value and you want to get down more action, even if you're limited, just take the same play and include it again. So we have Ish Smith under 8.5 assists. Do PrizePicks, please. Come on, Cade. Well, we got 1:30 to get another assist. But anyways, let's see. I don't even remember what else we had in this game, but Jordan Poole assists already hit. So what we can do is, you know, you can see there's some solid value on FanDuel. Drew over 14.5 points, plus 118. Keontae George over 3.5 assists, plus 145. Like, this play looks rock solid. No other book even giving you plus money. FanDuel has it plus 118. Oh, my God. Man, so there's just value all over on Dabble for Ish Smith. So, again, like, you never know what book is going to have value on a given day. In these live streams, I try to focus on the main books, PrizePicks, Underdog. But, you know, the board is a little dry on PrizePicks right now. Just kind of how it is. So maybe we'll look at PrizePicks in a second. So let's see if Underdog. Does Underdog have anything good? Brandon Miller, under 6 first quarter points. Nah. I mean, nothing crazy. Like, there's some esports plays, but there's only 2 data points. You only have 2 books posting odds here for, like, you know, this player. There's a line discrepancy, only 2 books posting odds, so maybe we skip that over. But what I wouldn't mind doing is we can find a play on ParlayPlay. So again, the more books you use, the better. ParlayPlay is a nice book. They actually have the same payouts as PrizePicks for 6-pick entries, but again, do I even have it filtered in? So let's see right here. So I just need to make sure I got it filtered in, and then we can find some plays on ParlayPlay. Because what's nice about ParlayPlay, even if you don't use this book like a ton, what's nice about it is every single day, so you can see you can get this, I mean, Dabble, it looks like already moved it. It's still available on ParlayPlay. But what was I going to say? What's nice about ParlayPlay is, like, you can create your own Taco Tuesday every day. They have a $100 deposit match for new users. But, like, you can bump a line in your favor. So you can get some added value on any play you want to go with. Not any play, but I mean, like, most plays. You can get half a point, 2 points, whatever of value. Obviously, getting an additional few points is going to help you win more plays long term, so that's a good thing. But let's see what we got. So the first play is, so there's a lot of plays available. Again, this is usually a pretty good time of the day to be betting, like 30, 40 minutes before the game start, because there's a lot of lineup news. Damn, the whole fucking team is out. But as players get rolled in, rolled out, like, that moves around lines. If, you know, Halliburton's now playing, well, I guess this game's tomorrow, but that affects other players on the team. If he's on a minutes restriction, that affects other players on the team, right? Not only his own lines, but also other players. But anyways, let's see if there's anything available. So the first play we want is Ish Smith under 3.5 rebounds in the Pacers game. Pacers Hornets. I mean, this play's insane, right? Like, this play's insane. All the books have this, like, minus 175. I mean, lines have just been ripping towards his under. He's probably expected to get less minutes. Maybe it was a lineup change. I don't know. But what we can do is now we just need some other plays to pair with this. And we need to move quickly because, again, they will end up bumping this. So we have Simons under 25.5 points. Let's go to this. We have Simons under 25.5 points. Again, you can bump a line in your favor if you want to, but maybe we'll save that for another play, and let's just try to move quickly. Or we could use it for this play. I mean, whatever. We can go with his over 34.5 PRAs. All the other books are at 35. We have McDaniels under 1.5 threes. And again, like, my goal as a sports bettor is just place as many bets with an edge as possible. Like ParlayPlay, they only have a max bet size of $60 for 6-pick entries. So, like, you know, you're not going to make a lot of money even if you have a 50% ROI, if you're placing one bet a day. So we have the Clippers game, okay. And I just don't want to miss this line on Ish Smith. So we can go with Collins. We already have a play in that game. So maybe we go with, sure. I mean, do we already want to lock in a play for the Super Bowl? Probably not. So we already have a play in the Thunder game. No, we don't. So we can go here. And we want to take him, what? Under 12.5 rebounds plus assists, under 12.5 rebounds plus assists. So that play seems solid as well. And let's see if we moved quick enough that we're able to lock it in. That's the same payout that PrizePicks has for a 6-pick flex play. So they already moved one of these lines, but what I can do is just replace it with Collins over 7.5 rebounds. This play's still available, and then let's lock it in. Fucking Christ. So they already moved the line on Ish Smith. So that's frustrating because they moved the best play because we were trying to find other picks to go with and they ended up moving it. But what we can do is ideally, you know, we can just find one other play. I mean, do they have any lines on him still available or did they just remove him as a player? They literally just removed him. So they just removed him. So that sucks because now we're not going to be able to get any good plays. But anyways. I take it that, well, we can see. Yo, fuck yeah. Cade Cunningham got a 7th assist. Oh my God. That's great. Damn. Well, that worked out nicely, but anyways, let's see what else we got. So let's try to make this parlay play slip. So what we can do is we can just take, let's try to find something to go with. And then we'll see. So we have McDaniels under, we have Simons under. Jimmy Butler under. I mean, I don't love that because I'm already taking Paul George is over, but they already bumped it. So let's go here and maybe we do take this under 25.5 points plus assists. So again, like I'm just letting the data tell me what to bet. It's very simple. Like, so hopefully they don't add a payout boost for this. Sometimes what's annoying about parlay play is they have pretty aggressive, if you include plays in the same game, like they drastically reduce the payout, which is absolute bullshit, but it's just how it is. But anyways, I'm just going to include this play, which is fine. Under 4.5 receptions for Ayuk. Very scary play, but what I'm going to do too is I'm going to bump Collins to 7. And this will be our promo play. So you can only do this once per day. But hey, we found 5, you know, so we get a little additional value on the Collins play. And here's the slip. Unfortunately, they don't have a sharing link. Otherwise, I would put it in the chat. Collins over, and again, it's the same payouts as PrizePicks has for a 5-pick flex. Butler under 25.5 points plus assists. And then we have a play for the Super Bowl. Which, sure, I mean, it's a week away. Nothing wrong with having some Super Bowl bets. So what we can do is we can go here, and this is only $20, and it's on ParlayPlay, so it's the same payout structure as PrizePicks. 25x, 2x, 0.4x for these 3-pick entries. There we go. So what we can do is we can refresh this and we can see if we can find any more new value. So you can see there's some bets on Caesars, you know, yada, yada. The more books you got, the better. FanDuel, DraftKings, Caesars, I mean, you know. But anyways, let's go back to Dabble maybe, or we'll take a look at PrizePicks. What's up, guys? Dabble bumped-ish. Anyways, what's the Fliff play? Let's go back here. Let's take a look at the Fliff play. So the Fliff play from this live stream was UAB +6 at +105. It didn't really last long, but, you know, that's what I hit. So let's see here. So we're locked in. Yeah, the Fliff play already got bumped already, but what we can do is hopefully, you know, we can find some more plays on Fliff. So let's refresh Dabble. The play on Ish Smith already got bumped. Okay. What else do we like? Damn, we got a lot of plays actually. So let's see if we can find something nice. So the first play, Miles Turner over 15 points. Let's take a look at this. All right, let's see what we got cooking here. And then let's go to Dabble, and let's go to the Pacers game. So we have Miles Turner over 15 points. So you can see PrizePicks Underdog have it at 15.5. FanDuel, again, like the general premise of positive EV betting is there are hundreds of books posting lines. All these books are taking bets, they're moving lines based on where action's coming in, especially from sharp, profitable customers. You know, the market prices in, injuries, lineups, like everything is baked into the odds books are putting out. And there's not only one sports book we're looking at. I mean, there's literally hundreds of books posting NBA player prop odds, and they all have Turner's line higher. FanDuel's the most aggressive on his over. You know, they have him 1.5 points higher at 16.5, and they have the over juiced. DraftKings has the line at 15.5, but they have the over a little more juiced than FanDuel. So, like, long story short, it's pretty clear, hey, this is a great play on Dabble, getting the over 15. But now we need some plays to pair with it. So we have Miles Turner over 15 points. Now what else do we have? So I'm limited on Dabble. So it's not like I'm thrilled to include the same pick numerous times, but that's just kind of how it is. You can see there's a play that looks halfway decent. Jokic over 12 rebounds. If it's a close game, maybe Ayton and Jokic are more likely to play more minutes, so they're both more likely to go over. You can kind of take a look at, like, we can actually see if we just go to player rebounds. What's nice about sports books like FanDuel is they price in correlation. So, like, if you take both these players to go over versus Jokic's under, so it looks like there's not much positive correlation. Jokic has different odds for the over and the under. So maybe not as strong of correlation as I thought. You can see the odds don't change much on FanDuel. But what we can do is, again, like, Dabble only gives me a max now of $45 on all these plays. So you can see here, $45 is the max they give me. So I'm kind of fine including the same pick a couple different times. Maybe you aren't, but I don't really care. That's what I'm doing. So we have Derek White over 7.5 rebounds plus assists. So that will be our third pick. So there we have 3 overs. And I got to verify this fucking location, which doesn't work if I sometimes connect my phone. Anyways, so you can see it here, and then if I just hit place bet, they say at the top, like, oh, your max is $45. And if we take a look at Derek White, so let's go over to the Celtics game, because Dabble has a shit ton of value right now. And you look at player combos, and we just go to White, right? Nope. We want to look at his rebounds plus assists. So we got him over 7.5. Whoa. So we got him over 7.5 assists plus rebounds. I mean, FanDuel has this as a minus 180 favorite. So he's a huge favorite to go over 7.5. Again, like, Dabble is just like PrizePicks. You know, you get the same payout. If you take him to go over or under, you're getting the same payout. So all these books have Derek White heavily favored to go over 7.5. That play seems incredible. So we have White over 7.5 rebounds plus assists. We have Ayton over 8.0 rebounds, and we have Turner over 15 points, right? So 15 versus 15.5. Again, it may not seem like a big difference, 15, 15.5. Maybe I'll just play it on PrizePicks. I mean, that's going to bite you in the butt long term. If he has exactly 15 points. Like, you got to remember, a player's line, like Miles Turner, he's not going to have 100 points. He's not going to have 0 points. So 14, 15, 16, like, where his line is centered around, those are the most impactful points. But anyways, there is more options on Dabble. We could also try a 5-pick entry. I mean, so this plays rock solid. All these plays are solid. Damn, there's just a lot of fucking value. There's a lot of value on Dabble right now. Which, again, is why you want to use multiple books. Like, I'll say it a million times, but it's really the key to beating these sports books is just you want to use as many of them as possible. Never know which one is, going to have the best plays. So what we can do is we can go here. So we have Ayton, we have Derek White, we have Miles Turner. So this play I've already included in a couple different slips. But it looks like the Miles Turner play is best. Already have exposure to Ayton, so what you can do is just like, again, I wouldn't do this normally, but because I'm limited, it's like, okay, like sure, you're going to limit me on that slip, but I'll just replace it with another positive EV play, and then we can just lock it in. And again, like, I'm doing that. You don't have to do that, but that's what I'm going to do. And then we can go here, and this is our next Dabble slip, and we have, all we did was we replaced Ayton with Miles Bridges under 39.5 PRAs, which I already have in some other slips from earlier, but whatever, we can include it again. Maybe we can find some plays on Underdog. Let's take a look. Whoa. So we'll see. We'll see. So what else did we have in this game? Did we hit everything? I think we had Gafford under for the sleeper promo. Let's see. Gafford under 9.5 rebounds for the sleeper promo. Grayson Allen under 18.5 PRAs. So starters hopefully get pulled. They only, but anyways, let's see what else we can find. We have 26 more minutes before a lot of the games start. So here you can see, like, okay, we already got him over 15 on Dabble. Now his line is 15.5 on Fliff. I mean, it's really good odds. You're getting a really good price. Like, you can see all the books have ripped Turner to being a pretty heavy favorite to go over. Maybe he's expected to play more minutes. Maybe it's lineup driven. I'm not sure. What we can do is we can just like, maybe it's because he's starting. I mean, I don't know. But you can see the market is clearly pricing in a higher probability of him going over. So maybe we lock it in. I mean, it's kind of stupid because it's not stupid. I mean, it's still a good play. Where is he? Nope. So it looks like Fliff locked him anyways, which is super annoying. But what we can do is we can see, did you actually lock it? So let's go here, and let's take a look at Miles Turner over 15.5 points. Minus 115. So again, like FanDuel is the most aggressive, right? That's one data point. They have his line at minus 154. So obviously, this bet on Fliff looks incredible relative to FanDuel. The market's literally crossed. Fliff has the over at minus 115. FanDuel has the under at plus 116. So that's arbitrage. The market is crossed. FanDuel's a little more aggressive than Pinnacle. They have the over only at minus 151. So you kind of have like all these different data points. All these books have slightly different models, stuff like that. But anyways, it looks like it moved anyways. Or they locked it. Yeah, they locked it. So I'm not even going to be able to bet it regardless. But what we can do is, what else do we have on for today? So what's important? So we have White over 7.5 rebounds plus assists, Ayton over 8 rebounds, UAB plus 6. So we got a college basketball play. Today's lighter than yesterday. Yesterday there was a shit ton of college basketball. But anyways. They pulled the line on my phone. Should we do Turner on Fliff? Yeah, they just straight up removed his line on Fliff. I mean, sometimes we'll get lucky and they'll add it again. But Fliff has... It's pretty frustrating. Where is he? I mean, yeah, they straight up removed. I don't even see him. They just straight up removed him. So again, the hard part is just how, yeah, I mean, these books move things around quickly. Anyways, there's some plays showing up on PrizePicks. PrizePicks is like the fastest of all to bump shit. So you just got to move real quick on PrizePicks. But let's see if there's anything else available on Fliff. Weird. So Underdog, do they still have Sam Hauser, his line at 6.5 points? Let's take a look. So they have his line at 6.5. We'll see if he's... What's going on here? Because it looks like Tyler Hero, now questionable Sunday. That's not great because I'm on his over. So what we can do is we can take a look here. Let's go to the Celtics game. Minus 4,000 favorites. That's insane. You can see FanDuel has his line at 9.5. So it seems like Underdog is screwing up this line pretty big. They have his line at 6.5. I'm not really sure what's going on. It's kind of weird because it looks like half these books have his line at 9.5. The rest of the books have Sam Hauser's line at 6.5. So I wouldn't mind seeing some other books update so it's clear which book is screwing up here. 9.5, 6.5. What you could do is you could middle bet this. You could bet him over 6.5 on Underdog, include that in a slip, hit him under 9.5 on FanDuel. If he has 7, 8, or 9 points, you're going to win both bets. I mean, that's a huge discrepancy, 6.5 and 9.5. But, whoa. Man, lines are flying around. So we have Halliburton. So now some NBA plays are coming out for Sunday. So, wait. Halliburton over 5.5 assists. So there's all sorts of stuff going on in this game. Where's his assist line? Did they pull it? So it looks like they already pulled his assist line. Halliburton over 5.5 assists. FanDuel has him up at 6.5. So I guess he is expected to play. Obviously, he's been on a minutes restriction, so his lines have been significantly lower than they usually are. Anyways, let's see. See what we got. So did Underdog already bump this? I mean, let's see. So it's still available, it looks like. It's also available on Dabble. They still have his line at 6.5. So this, it's just a little strange. I mean, that's a crazy discrepancy. So what we can do, too, is we can just kind of go here. We can go to the Celtics game. We can go to the Celtics game and we can go to player points. And we can see just kind of like, did the lines move recently? What's the deal? But it looks like there's some other plays on Underdog, so we'll be able to get down some stuff. But let's see here. Let's just go here and let's go here. Okay, so I don't have anything filtered out. It's just weird. 9.5. Underdog has it at 6.5. Dabble has it at 6.5. So the market's just kind of divided. I mean, this isn't a bad spot to middle bet. Hit him over 6.5. Hit him under 9.5. Well, it looks like most of the book. Maybe FanDuel's the side that's screwing up. But anyways, we'll give it a sec for the market to kind of like settle in. But let's see if we can find anything else on Underdog. So, some college basketball plays. But the first play that kind of jumps out is Turner. I mean, the thing is we're already on Turner over 15 points. Well, they already adjusted him lower. They had his line at 22, at 24 PRAs. Now he's down to 22.5. Underdog and PrizePicks, they probably bump things fastest compared to other books. So it's just harder to get down, you know, the bets you want to get down. Anyways. Damn. So what is going on in the Heat game? Something's got to be going on. You can see Rozier's line is 19 points plus rebounds on PrizePicks. Looks like all the other books have moved them up to 22.5. Where is it? Points plus rebounds is 19. I mean, again, what's tough about PrizePicks is just how fucking fast they move things. But if you go to points plus rebounds, I mean, let's take a look. This probably is because Tyler Hero's questionable. PrizePicks still has him at 19. All these other books have bumped him up to 22.5. 22.5's like you have hundreds of data points, right? Again, you're not going to outmodel these billion-dollar books. But anyways, that's, oh, wow, this play. So, like, this player, most likely, he'd take the minutes of Tyler Hero. 10.5 points plus rebounds. All the other books have ripped him higher to 14.5. Josh Richardson. So you can see a bunch of plays now showing up in the Heat game. Obviously, if Tyler Hero's not playing, that affects a ton of lines. But the issue is we need to move quickly because PrizePicks bump shit quickly. So what we can do, so we could also middle Miles Turner. We already have him over 15 on Dabble, could hit his under 16.5. But anyways, what I need to do is refresh, or no, we don't need to refresh. We just need to find some other plays to go with before PrizePicks bumps. Again, the issue sometimes is just getting down these really good plays, like Josh Richardson over 10.5 before they bump things. So what we want to do is we want to get rid of the Heat. We want to get rid of the Clippers. We already have a play in this game. I don't want to see a bunch of players from the same team. And then, hopefully, we can just lock in a play. So we have Bruce Brown under 13 and fuck. So what I can do is first we can just kind of load up the first 4 picks. They already removed the play on Josh Richardson. They'll probably add it back in a second. It's just frustrating. So you can see Bruce Brown. All the other books have his line at 12.5 points plus assists, so that play seems solid. We have college basketball play. And it looks like they already bumped him down to 15.5, so that's not going to work anyways. So PrizePicks is just, it's a tough book. Here we go. We have Halliburton over 5.5 assists. So we were looking at that play on Underdog. Now it's available on PrizePicks. Obviously a really low line for him, but he's been on a minutes restriction, but it looks like all the other books have his line at, 6.5 with the over heavily favored. So that play seems solid. Tyrese Halliburton over 5.5 assists. That play seems rock solid. We have Bruce Brown under 13.5 points plus assists. We have Jason Tatum under 5 assists. And then we just need to find a couple other plays that we can pair. So let's go to college basketball. And we they already bumped that. So let's go here. Let's just see the whole thing. So we have 3 good plays. Halliburton over 5.5 assists. Bruce Brown under 13.5 points plus assists. There's probably going to still be something. I mean, hopefully. Let's see. So what do we like? What do we like? What do we like? Peyton Pritchard over 8.5 points. We're already on Tatum's under an assist, so I don't think that makes a ton of sense to pair. Simons under 8.5 rebounds plus assists. Let's check out this play. So we want his under. Simons under. And then we want Nick Richards over 22.5 PRAs. So let's take a look at this. And let's see how this looks as a prize pick slip. Again, unfortunately, I'm limited on prize picks. They only give me $15, so it's not a book like that really affects my profit and loss a ton just because I'm limited. But there's a lot of good plays on prize picks. There's usually good plays on prize picks. The issue is they just move things fucking fast. But like you can see Halliburton, the market has ripped him to being a big favorite to go over 5.5 assists. And we're getting him on prize picks. Again, prize picks, they give you the same payout if you take a player's over or his under. All the books, like FanDuel has him minus 230 to go over 5.5 assists. And we're getting this on prize picks. Prize picks gives us the same fucking payout if we take his over or his under. But anyways, let me share the link in the chat. So let me grab that. And we can go ahead here. Here's the link. And then we can go over to Dabble. So we have Tatum under 5 assists. We have Nick Richards over 22.5 PRAs. We have Simons under 8.5 rebounds plus assists. We have Halliburton over 5.5 assists, which again is a really low line, but obviously he's on a minutes restriction, so we really need it. Like, he hasn't played a lot in the second half of the last few games, so this is points plus assists. And what we want to do is just kind of add that in. And hopefully we win. So, I mean, this play's incredible. And you can see, boom, did they already bump it? Like, that's, let's see. Boom, 5.5 to 6.5. I mean, we secured the value. That's for sure. And here's the prize picks play. And Halliburton bumped to 6.5. I mean, that's crazy. You get a full point bump. You know you're doing something right. But anyways, again, like, I think prize picks has a cool interface, but usually, so we can take a look at Dabble. Wow. So now some plays are really popping up here. I mean, again, there's this play on Ayton, or no, Ish Smith assists, so they put it back. So what we can do is we can just take a look at Smith, and maybe we'll find something good. So this is on Dabble. Again, more books you got, the better. Way better. So 8, 7.5. I mean, this play seems solid, but what we should do is we already have some plays on Ish Smith, so let's try to find some new players to include in a slip. So let's go here and let's see what we got. Damn, so now we got this play on Fliff, but let's see. So we're already on some plays on Ish Smith, so let's just kind of skip over that. What else do we have? What else do you have for us? Miles Turner over 21.5 points plus rebounds. Nick Richards under 10.5 rebounds. Kennard under 4.5 threes. So again, like when I see a lot of plays start to pop up on one book, usually that's a good sign to like, you know, lock in a slip or at least take a look for some other pairs. So you can see all these other books have him heavily favored to go under 4.5 threes, parlay play. They give you the same payout if you take his over or his under. But what we can do is we can just let's get rid of Caesars for a sec. Boom, boom. So we have 8 minutes left before the 3 p.m. games start, and hopefully we can find some decent stuff to go with. I mean, like, what the fuck is going on in this game? It's like, we'll see if we can still get down some of these plays. Again, the issue is they just move things fucking fast on all these books. So 140 to 112. Wow. So let's go here to parlay play. And let's just kind of reload, see what's out there. Damn. So we'll see if this is even still available. Parlay play is usually pretty slow to line movements. So like they have his PRA line at 28.5. What we can do is just kind of check out the other books. There was also value on his player threes line, but obviously you want to find if there's 2 plays on the same player. Like Dabble has his line at 27, Underdog 26.5. Like clearly parlay play is way too fucking high at 28.5. I mean, this is an absolute no-brainer. Maybe something moved on starting lineup news, but fucking load quickly so we can lock in this play before the game starts. So we want his under 28.5 PRA. Game starts in 11 minutes. Okay. Fucking load. So what we need to do, and they're fucking up his points line, his points plus rebounds line, like not uncommon. You know, there's value on all his unders. Something must have happened in this game. Maybe he's not starting and the market thought he was going to be starting. Or maybe it's because, I don't know. I don't know. Tyler Hero ruled out Sunday. Well, we had his over, so that's not great for us. But anyways, let's see what we can find. So we have him to go under 28.5 PRAs. Hopefully they don't move this line before we can get down. The rest of our slip. Siakam over 23.5 points plus assists. So this play looks rock solid. This play on Kennard looks incredible, but what we really need to do is just lock in a slip and catch him sleeping before the line moves. So again, like we already have some plays for the Hornets and Pacers game. I showed you earlier, they add in these annoying payout shifts and stuff like that. So you really can't include... So we have Norman Powell over 11.5 points. So let's check out this. I mean, we'll see if we're able to get this down in time. Sometimes we are. There's a lot of games starting at 3. And again, like speed is very underrated in sports betting, just like how quick some of this shit moves. So again, they give you the same payouts as... They give you the same payouts as PrizePicks for the 6-pick entries. And what we can do is just try to lock this in really quickly. And again, this play is absolutely incredible, but the question is, are we going to be able to get it down in time? Cool. So let's go to insured. Same payouts as PrizePicks. And of course, they already moved the best line, the line on Kennard. But it's okay. Sometimes it's like if they move one line, hopefully they're still screwing up like his points plus rebounds line or his points line. Nope, they already adjusted his points line. They completely got rid of his points plus rebounds line. But the good thing is, is this play on Drew was also pretty good, under 10.5 rebounds plus assists. So what we can do is we can just kind of filter that out and just take this as a little play. Fucking now they're moving Siakam. So again, like, it's very frustrating, but when you're trying to get down good lines, they're going to bump things quickly. So you're going to have to like find replacement picks, find something else to go with. So we wanted to take Siakam over 23.5 points plus assists. They already bumped it. So we can take Nick Richards over 22.5 PRAs. And hopefully they don't bump this. Boom. There we go. Now we have our little 7-pick entry. 6-pick entry, I apologize. Same payouts as PrizePicks. Under 17.5 PRAs. Sexton, under 1.5 made threes. We have a Super Bowl pick. So hopefully all our plays win, and then we already got a bet on for the Super Bowl. What's better than that? We got Nick Richards over 22.5 PRAs. So that's a parlay play slip. And what we need to do is copy this in, and this is, they only give you a max of $60 for these 6-pick entries on ParlayPlay. Anything good on Fliff? Bro, go to Dabble. Go to Dabble. Anyways, let's take a look. I mean, not everyone has Dabble. It's not available in in all the same states. So anyways, what we can do is we can go to Dabble and let's see what's out there. Oh, fuck. So there are some lines on Dabble. Let's see how long we have. We have 46 seconds. And the first play is Kennard under 18 points. Watch me lock in a play. In plenty of time, I'm going to get this done. Then I'm going to go to the Nuggets game, and I'm going to take Ayton over 8 rebounds. I know I'm already on it, but I don't really care. I don't give a fuck. And what we have next is Tatum over 5.5 first quarter total points. So please follow along if you want to tail. Where is first quarter total points? Tatum over 5. Damn, he has the same line as Derek White. Anyways, take the fucking bet, bro. So boom, they actually took it. So there you can see it. I mean, 20 seconds to spare, but this play looks rock solid. If you just go to player points, take a look at Kennard, right? We're getting him under 18. So Dabble was stale. All these other books have him at 16.5, 17.5, 17.5 with the under favored. Like again, FanDuel's one data point. It's one book with a sophisticated model. They have his line lower, 1.5 points lower than we got on Dabble, under 18. So that's nice. And then we had Tatum over 5 first quarter points. And now we have a sweat in the first quarter of this game. Obviously cutting it a little close to the wire, but sorry. Damn. So here's 2 arbitrage plays. I mean, again, arbitrage is when 2 sports books, like you're getting plus money on his over and his under. That's crazy. So what you would do also is points plus rebounds line. So FanDuel already moved it down to minus 102. But long story short, you could have arbitrage bet this, made a risk-free $12. But anyways, they already moved that. So what else do we want? Any more Fliff? Let's take a look at Fliff. I mean, there's some early Super Bowl value maybe showing up. This play we can give a bit. Fliff doesn't really bump things that quick. I mean, Debo, like here the market's crossed minus 105, plus 112. So you kind of have 2 options. right? Whenever the market is crossed, when two books get so out of sync that you can bet the over on one book, the under on another book, and guarantee a profit arbitrage, we could either lock this in, hedge on FanDuel for $230, and make a risk-free profit of roughly $8. That's an arbitrage bet. But you also know one bet has to be profitable, right? We could bet Debo's over 2.5 rushing attempts at -105, and then his under at +112 on FanDuel and guarantee a profit. Again, it's possible because all books set their own odds. Sometimes they get super out of sync. You can bet the over on one book, Fliff, the under on another book, FanDuel, guarantee a profit. That's arbitrage betting. But it also means you know one of these bets has to be profitable, right? If you could bet both and guarantee a profit, one of these bets for sure has to be profitable. But anyways, let's see what else we have. Anything else on Dabble? So a lot of the games are starting now. It's fucking raining. I hate the rain. I hate the rain, man. Anyways, let's take a look. So anyways, we got a lot of games starting at 3. Dabble. We can take a look at Dabble. Obviously, you know, what's nice about PrizePicks is, sorry guys, I didn't realize most people couldn't lock in the Dabble slip. Like, what's nice about PrizePicks is they usually give you like a 5-minute buffer because none of the games actually start at 3. But I guess on Dabble, I mean, they obviously remove things like immediately. So I apologize for that. We can see, what do we have open? So Tyler Hero, he was ruled out. So this is going to bump down to a 4 pick. We need Paul George over 6.5 assists plus rebounds. I mean, we have Bam under 4 assists. I don't know if that looks bad now that Hero's ruled out. Which is a little frustrating if the line moves against you. I mean, no, most books still have his line at 3.5. The play gets a little worse because, you know, if Tyler Hero's not playing, Bam's probably going to take more of the scoring, more of the passing load. So his assist line probably moves up a little, but what we can do is we can refresh. And is there anything on Dabble? I mean, there's the 8 and over 8 rebounds play, which is solid. There's a bunch of plays that look mediocre. 8 and over 8 rebounds is probably the best play, but nothing really else. We can check out better. Dry. Anything we like on Fliff? I mean, this play on Debo looks decent. This play also looks decent. Over 7.5 rebounds, but I'm going to give it a sec. We have 8 and over 8.5 rebounds. That play we're already on. Damn, so there's a lot of value on parlay play, but a lot of these games are just about to start. We need plays for the later games. We can check out PrizePicks. So a lot of these games are starting at 3 p.m. So we need to give it a sec to clear out because we're not going to have time to lock in any of this shit. So I don't want to see the games at 3 p.m. anymore. Let's see. What do we have? So what's nice about Pickit is, again, it's just an app. You add your sports books, right? You link your sports books. It'll just show you your profit and loss. And you can look at a bunch of different analytics. You can look at, you know, whatever, profit and loss by sports book, by sport, you know, by book, by league, by team. I mean, you can do a ton of different kind of analytics. Michigan made me, you know, $804, whatever. Which is kind of useful. Obviously not that useful to look at teams, but obviously if you're a sports bettor, you want to know if you're making or losing money, and we're losing money today. Well, it looks like one play just won, so that's nice. It's probably our Jordan Poole assist play cashed. Yep. So that brings us up a bit. UAB leading, that works out well for me. We have them +6. That's what I gave out in the live stream. But anyways, now the games for 3 p.m. have kind of cleared out. So we can see, are there any plays we want to go with for the later game? So you can see it's recommending Colin Sexton over 20.5 points. This play seems solid, but we already have him over 19.5 on Dabble. So I'm not really enticed to bet it again. So Dabble or ParlayPlay board is fucking dry. So let's move on from there. Underdog board's pretty dry. ParlayPlay board's pretty dry. I mean, the market has just ripped. We had him. I mean, you can see Pinnacle has just ripped towards Sexton's over. They had him all the way down at -214. So again, maybe it's lineup driven. He's expected to play more minutes. Someone else is out in the game. And a lot of times if I think it's lineup related, not that it really matters why is the market moving, but you can check here. And again, the market's super fragmented because all these books set their own odds, their own lines. That's what's crazy. It's kind of like, I gave this example in a previous live stream, but Facebook is up 20%. Because apparently they had a great quarter, they made a ton more money than people expected. So essentially, like if we could go back 5 days and buy Facebook at an $80 discount to the market, we'd obviously do that because we know new information has come out that they made a shit ton of money, more than expected, and their stock price went up a lot. So it's kind of the same thing in sports betting. Like sometimes you can catch books stale. They haven't really reacted to lineup news or fully adjusted their lines to things like injuries, lineup changes. So let's see. I mean, let's just kind of check it out. Let's see what's available. I mean, Brock Purdy plus Patrick Mahomes combo for rushing yards. Brock Purdy was impressive running the ball last weekend against the Lions. But again, like on ParlayPlay, we want a 6-pick entry. Some of these plays we've already went with, so there's not like really enough value to maybe lock in a slip. But let's check out PrizePicks. Damn, we could double down and take Halliburton over in points plus assists. Well, this game, these are for the 3 p.m. game, so I guess they're about to start anyways. Maybe, does PrizePicks still have these lines up? Or is this just not updated? So no, they don't. So this just needs to update. But anyways, let's see if we can see anything. I mean, Debo, early Super Bowl bet, or you could arbitrage bet it with FanDuel. And we got a lot of plays about to start. UAB +6 looking good. They're up 3. Some of these plays I gave out on Twitter. So again, they're not going to be in the live stream tracking sheet. I put all the bets I hit on the live stream in the live stream sheet. Are you a 49ers fan? Not really. NFL boost on PrizePicks. That's my grandpa. I'll call him later. But anyways, let's take a look. Let's see if we can find anything. So again, like some of these plays I've already locked in. I already locked in over 8.5 rebounds. So I'm not going to be able to bet it again. What the heck is going on? Anyways, let's take a look here. Let's see if we can find any more value on Dabble or something. If not, we can kind of call it a day if the board's dry. And then I will go watch the games. So let's see what we got. ParlayPlay maybe. Yeah, pretty dry. I mean, there's some early esports value, tiny bit of other value, but again, we already locked in some of these plays, so it's just going to be hard to make another slip. Yeah, so the board's pretty dry. We'll call it a day. I'll probably live stream later, but I'm going to go watch some of the games. And again, thanks so much for your time, guys, for tuning in. Anyways, see you guys.